Lowsley.
Hello. Don't know about you, but it's always difficult to try and find nice looking enclosures for smaller animals, like spiders. And so I saw a link on Amazon for a reptile breeding enclosure, which looked quite good. So I bought one, and here's a video that will show you how I put it together and what it looks like when it's finished. If you like it, there's a link in the description below. It's an affiliate link, so it won't. If you click through on it, it won't cost you any more money, but I'll get some commission on the purchase. And see what you think. No instructions whatsoever come with it, so I don't think it's too challenging to put together. But just in case there is any confusion, I thought I'd do a build on camera. Let's see. I was a bit sceptical about these for a number of reasons. Wasn't sure how many holes there would be in it that any small creatures might be able to escape from, and also connected by rubber bands, which does make you worry a bit. But I built one already and it seems pretty solid. Let's undo the wrapping. Sorry about the state of my hands, but I have been playing with substrate before this video recorded. Frosted look is just protection on the sheets that will peel off. You've got a piece on both sides that will peel off. And what have we got here? We've got two sides. We've got a top lid. We've got a front. You can tell that's the front because of the magnet there. And two lengthways, that's bottom and back. So let's get started. First thing to do is to peel off the protective covering off the bottom. It's a bit fiddly to start going. Once it starts peeling, it should just come off very easily. And you want to do both sides, unless you like the frosted look. And you get a nice clear piece of acrylic. And let's, where should we start next? Let's go for the back. Peel off the protective covering again. Reposition that camera slightly. There you go. Just take out some of these rubber bands. So you just insert the tabs in through the various holes and then attach the rubber band to the bit that's sticking through. If you'd asked me beforehand, I would say there's no way that would produce a strong enough bond to hold it, but there you go. Let's do this side. Now what you've got to make sure is the hole here is where the hinge for the lid goes, so you want that to be towards the back of the enclosure. Feed all the tabs in through the slots. Get some rubber bands. And they just hook on As you can see, that's already fairly sturdy. So next I'll go for the front. As I said earlier, you can tell it's the front. It's got a little magnet there, which we'll talk about later. Feed the tabs in, and again let's get some bands out. The bands just hook on as before. Okay, so now starts to get a little bit more fiddly, because now we probably want to put the lid on, and that's to ensure that the hinges are in without having to stretch anything apart. There we go, so that's the lid. You've got to be very careful of these pieces. They're probably reasonably easy to snap if you're not careful. They go through into the hinge hole like so, and then we're ready to put on the final side. Again, the hinge hole, make sure that goes into the lid, and other than that all the other pieces should just slot into place. There you go, and we'll put the rubber bands on these sections. And then finally you get a little catch that goes attaches to the lid. Even more fiddly to get the protective covering off because it's so small. Here it comes. One. Let's see if we can get the back off as well. So you can't really see what I'm doing. I'm just peeling that protective film off, scratching it until it bubbles up a bit, and then once it's bubbled up a little bit, I can peel it off. So it's a nice shiny piece of acrylic that feeds in through the lid hole there, and then one final rubber band will hold that in place. It's a little bit fiddly because it's so small, but there you go, attached. And now that means it's got a magnetic catch, so the lid has a bit of resistance before it'll open. When I saw these I was sceptical. I thought there might be gaps everywhere where any potential creature could escape, but it's pretty tight. I can't see anywhere where anything could get out. And the nice thing is, unlike a lot of enclosures I'm seeing, there's ventilation, lots of ventilation at the side, back and other side. So it should be a nice ventilated enclosure. It won't hold water, obviously, because that's not sealed, but you don't really want a lot of water, just a damp substrate for most of the creatures. So that's the enclosure. I've got a couple of these now. I'm going to put something in them when I get things of the appropriate size, and I'll let you know how it goes. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again in the next video.